Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna be starting off with just a light basic, check of what results to expect within the coming week, as we should do with every single forecasting that we do. The first thing, go to investing.com and check on on whatever results or news that's going to be dropped, so that you'll be aware, so you don't get rail tracked by any results that will be released. So we see GBP has a construction PMI, which is around about 4:30 New York time. We won't be trading any GBP related pairs. So we won't be focusing in that much on that. So like I said, we'll be focusing mostly on the United States, because that's where we see the most liquidity. So we can see for Monday, there's nothing actually um crazy happening. So we're gonna have a smooth day without any interruptions. So as actually on Monday, we have a AUD RBA interest rate decision. So we will be looking at AUD, which is AUD USD, if you can check on the Telegram group. And then we come to Tuesday. Tuesday is also much of a silent day for the Americans. And then about 12:40, which around our time is about 6:45 New York, which is about 5 hours difference. And we have the Fed chair speech, and then Indian interest rate decision, which basically plays no role in us. So crude oil, which will be on our Wednesday. Wednesday, we are having crude oil. So we did have a buy on crude oil. So we should watch out for this, as this might be the catalyst to our movement that we are looking for. So we know the Wednesday there's crude oil. Please note these important news releases. So we basically know that the market really does not start moving until Wednesday, Thursday, and then close it off on Friday. Then we have our initial jobless claims, which happens every Tuesday, every Thursday, I'm sorry. It happens every Thursday, 8:30, 8:30 a.m. New York, which will be 2:30 in South African time. So 2:30 every Thursday, we have initial jobless claims. It happens every single week. So we know that we are looking for the initial jobless claims. There's another one. So Thursday, we are looking for a lot of volatility. Wednesday, Thursday, we are searching for a lot of volatility. And then the GDP for GBP will be released. So we will start shifting our attraction more to the GDP, more to the British and European markets, due to the GDP being dropped. And that's for the fourth quarter of last year, basically. So they'll be dropping their GDP for basically December, fourth quarter. And we'll be shifting our attention there on Friday. And then we actually have a lot of results on Friday. We have Canada as well, so we'll be trading USD CAD, which have the unemployment change, which is a big movement. So this will also affect the United States economy as well. So we'll be looking for that. And that's about it on our, yeah, on our forecast, on our news related forecasting. So it seems that we'll be looking for a lot of volatility Wednesday, Thursday, and a lot of it on Friday. So yeah, so at least now we know that, we know what to look for within the week that is coming. So let's jump into USD JPY. So this setup here on USD JPY is a beautiful one, as we got this market extension from the non-farm payroll. So this price was being pushed to a higher order block, as you can see here. And we'll be looking to take as much advantage as we can here. So you see that this gap hasn't been mitigated before. So it's still a fresh order block. So as we can see from this point, it's coming back to mitigate this area here. So once the price is already there, we know that once the market opens, which will be around your 1 a.m. South African time, we'll have the USD JPY. Since JPY is part of the market and also shares money into the market, we are likely to see the movement occur in the morning as the Japanese will shift from this higher zone. So if we go on the 5-minute chart, we got an expansion here. And once we got that expansion, all this liquidity on this side was collected, especially on top here. This liquidity was collected. And as you can see, as it was collected, this is a roundabout where the retailers started entering the market. So as it's shifting sideways, we can see that there's a loss of momentum. The momentum from here till there is not the same no more. So we can start to deduce that there is a change in character that is happening. There is no formation yet that is formed on this side in order to confirm this sell. So we'll be looking for the Asian session once they move out of the zone in order to create the formation that will confirm our sell on this upside here. So we'll be placing our limits there. And also for those who don't know, you can also place an alert via your trading view so that when prices get to certain places, they can start alerting you of where they are. Since we're living in a time of mad inflation, a lot of these markets are being inflated as soon as they get to their prices due to a number of reasons. Too much liquidity, too much volume, and then it ends up that the market gets inflated and the price sometimes the price action occurs a little bit above from the price due to the inflation, you see. So always look out for the inflation when you're entering trades from order blocks and stuff like that. So we'll be looking at this level 131.578 for our USD JPY.
US versus the dollar, US versus Japanese yen.
So another one, which is USD CHIF. We caught this entry last week, if some of you guys remember. So it's coming back to those levels again, and we're going to basically look for a second opportunity around this level here. As you can see that the formation that we are looking for is the bad formation. And we're looking to continue to sell it after last week's expansion. You can see that there's still a lot of major liquidity that was left at the bottom. I think there's someone's mic who keeps going on. Can you guys please just silence? Okay, yeah, thanks. So as you can see, the price sold from last week, and then the market basically regained its losses throughout the week with the NFP pushing it up. So with the NFP pushing it up, it has mitigated it back to this order block. So you can see that it is basically forming a bad formation and topping it off with these two tops. So we are there to catch it by basically the shoulder of it as the wing came up with the liquidity, and then with the movement bringing it down, we are to see it react again, coming to collect this liquidity here at the down position here. So once it gets here, we are to see a formation. On this side, we got a double top formation on the 5-minute chart. So we'll be looking maybe for a head and shoulder, maybe even a double top, or it will just show us a pin and we will leave. So USD CHIF, which also has a market that will be shifting throughout the morning, which will be your USD CHIF. So the Swiss markets opens at 4, if we all know, at 4 a.m. So around about 4 a.m. you should be expecting some movement from this market. If not, you will be receiving movement as early in the morning. So if you can just notice that all of these markets are being sold, especially these American markets, just due to the expansion based of the NFP. So I remember USD CAD, there was order block that was missed on last week's signals, on one of last week's signals, as the orders were satisfied before it got to our order block, yes, which is this area here. So this order block is still valid, even though it was missed and we didn't get a reaction from that point. So we will be looking at that order block within this coming week in order to validate it. So if you're looking here on the 1 hour, we have these two levels, which is your discount and your premium. We have these two levels here. And our signal just missed this by a few pips. This usually happens because the market was satisfied with the orders and it just wanted to shift. So now this liquidity is shifted to this side and it's still here on the buy side. So we've managed to place our entry here, which will basically cover the discount and the premium. So we'll most likely get a reaction by the discount. As you can see, the market is being filled up on this side, and NFP was not that reactive to the USD CAD market. As you can see, it was just a slight reaction. So it didn't play that much or much of a role. So still collecting the liquidity following this trend line. And in the coming week, we'll be looking to take it down on this, at this level right here. Yeah, I'll be looking to take it down on this level right here. So stay vigilant for this market as well. I will most likely get a reaction in this market around the New York time, because in the morning, there's no market that is also playing a role into this pair. So there won't be that much movement in the morning. So we'll likely catch it around New York time, as there is two markets that are playing a role, which is the USA and the Canadians at that time. Another market that we're looking at is one of an exotic market, USD PLN, which is the United States versus the Polish. And we can see from this point, it has collected a lot of liquidity on this side. So it was also affected by NFP. And you can see that the uprise expansion has covered a gap. And the price is chasing an order block and looking to come back from an order block after it collects most of this liquidity, which is about 20% left of the liquidity on the upside. So looking for formation to form. We still don't have no formation. We just have an expansion currently. We have an expansion and we have a liquidity base. And we can see that which liquidity is being taken out. So a reaction on this level here will give us a much bigger confluence after this liquidity gets eliminated. So once the retail traders start to enter here, we'll start to see a change of momentum, because what we're mainly looking for is a change of momentum. Once we get that change of momentum, we'll see the price reaching the order block due to the number of retail traders pouring into the market. And once we get there, they will also give us a formation and then an execution. Like I said, you can place alerts at these levels so that you don't forget, or that it reminds you. This is linked to your phone, linked to your email, or even linked to your social media, such as Facebook. And then it can just alert you, which makes life a lot better for you as a trader. And it even responds to your dashboard if you're always online. If you're a very active person, you will get notifications on your dashboard that will tell you that your price has reached a certain area of interest. So also be going into AUD USD. AUD USD is actually a very fun currency pair. Like it always follows technicals, and you'll be able to just trade the signal smoothly. Throughout my time of trading AUD USD, like